Hey guys, hello and welcome to the Coco Melon Podcast, the show run by the two biggest Coco Melon fans in the world. We're talking all your favorite characters, Daddy, Mommy, the baby, who's got a name. It's the Coco Melon Podcast, loved around the world in all nations.
Let's go.
I'm your host, Dinkbot. With me today is my host, Coco Melon Superfan.
The baby from Coco Melon.
The baby from Coco Melon is here in the studio
He's our
with
third
us.
guest.
but I was trying to announce my other host, the Coco Melon Superfan, who is not responding to my gestures.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
Dude, it's fucking.
Here I am.
We're so good at this show.
I love Coco Melon.
So we're here to talk Coco Melon.
We've got the 70-year-old woman who voices the baby in the studio.
Hello. How are you doing?
We're doing pretty good.
I just got done singing about bath time. And I'm here to entertain the children. I've noticed in your demographics that the Spoon Kid audience is largely under the age of 13. What have you to say about that?
Well, we share about half of our audience with Coco Melon.
Yeah.
Most of our suggested videos after the podcast are Coco Melon
Coco
clips.
Melon for the most part, yeah. She
it's
died. The 7-year-old woman
gone.
died.
Let's
Oh, wow. She's gone. Dang, that's a shame, man. Rest in peace, the Coco Melon woman. Let's get on with this show. We've got so much to talk to you about. First off, like first thing we do at the beginning of the docket on every podcast is we make sure we get the theme song in. So let's go ahead and take a quick
You are loaded up today. Let's hear it.
Theme song break as I look for a song to play.
Real quick, guys, we prepared for this podcast by writing topics down that we thought. So, hopefully you guys can appreciate the 5 minutes of effort.
So
haven't done that before.
Here's your intro theme song that we always play. I've clicked the wrong one. That's not funny.
You're dropping the ball here, man.
I'm really dropping the ball. Oh, but it's okay. I got it. Yeah. It's playing. There it is.
There you go. Welcome back to the Goomba Podcast.
Guys. Everybody, hello. Welcome back. We're going to be trying out a few new things today, except for the theme song. That's always been there.
That's always been there.
You remember otherwise, you're retarded. So we're coming at you.
Is that what we're trying out?
We're coming at you live on the Goomba Podcast with the live studio audience.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. We've been recording here in the live in the studio here in beautiful Burbank, California. We decided to really spend some money. Yeah, things are up and up at Spoon Kid 5 Inc. We're totally not hemorrhaging money with the podcast.
Cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
Ladies and gentlemen, your musical guest, the hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac Whopper guy.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
So that's what we're doing on this show today. For the rest of it, we've got we've got a few things to talk about, a few topics. You'll likely see them in the gay little chapter descriptions that somebody writes. I don't know who's writing those.
I wrote it for this last episode.
I don't know why we're doing that.
Usually Dan does.
I don't know.
It helps
why.
a lot.
Really?
It's a massive. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Seems
think about it. You get hit with like a brick of 2-hour audio. It's nice to if you don't like one bit, skip to the start of a new bit.
Yeah, I understand the quality of life, but I also have never seen a podcast that does it. I don't know where he got that idea, but I'll tell you right now, I never want to do it because the idea pisses me off.
Dude.
So as long as I don't have to do it, I don't mind. But I don't.
A lot of podcasts do that.
I don't know any of them. But like I said, I just don't want to do it. Is all. It was a big enough of a pain in my pride to have to do the Patreon names that show up at the beginning. That felt like I was a guy who worked at an office, and it made me want to.
How was editing the
table
for the viewer? Thinkbot edited the last podcast because Dan wanted to take a break. How was that? How long did that take? I'm curious.
it took me a few days to get over the self-loathing, but it took like, I don't know, a few hours. But it really made me reconsider my life and whether
Wow.
I am funny or not. So
Was it just listening back to yourself was too much?
just the whole show. I was like, this sucks. This blows ass.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have it edited by someone who's on the show, you know?
Yeah,
'cause
that's
you're
a
gonna-
real L. I'm holding up
Right.
the L to the camera with my fingers right now to prove my point. So I hate it, but the show must go on. Truly,
The show must go on.
everybody knows that here at the Spoon Kid podcast, the Goomba podcast, we run a tight ship. All
We
right,
do.
we don't accept deviances from the time frame. So when you guys pay and get your weekly episodes, those come right on time. We work on a 12-day week system here at Spoon Kid Inc.
We
So
do.
things might be, you might have to adjust your schedule to ours, but we run a tight ship around here. So
Well, actually, for the year of the bat 2022, we run a 28-day week schedule. So
there you go.
we've actually been hitting weeklies for
Yeah, we're doing well.
a while.
Yeah. I think weekly is.
Is it the year of the
sustainable.
bat? Is it?
Honestly, if that's what it was, I was gonna let you have it because I have no
Okay.
idea.
Is the bat even eight? Does a bat have a year?
You know, it seems like a weird animal to have a year, but there's also like the year of the mouse. So
Well, the year of the bat is a thing at the Bat Conservation International. So
okay, so it's not a Chinese thing. It's just like somebody made that up.
right. Well,
Right.
but it was 2011, so we missed it.
Somebody January 1st will run like, folks, year of the bat.
The top
This
of this
is the bat's year, dude.
This is batcon.org. At the top of it, it says, click for the latest on bats and COVID-19. That's one thing.
Don't
There's one
boil
thing
them in
you
a
click.
soup. Don't put them in a pot with broth.
Oh, man.
It's,
Is that
it's
what
not.
that was?
Yeah, dude. Yummy ass bat soup. I wouldn't have been able to fucking deny bat soup. That sounds fucking so yummy. Speaking of yummy, I'm really on an Arby's kick lately. I will fucking fight for Arby's to the death. That being said, I've only had 2 menu items, being the roast beef sandwich and the fries. I have not had anything else. So
Okay. Well,
But-
I can speak on Arby's other menu items.
Really?
Being
More
not
experience.
as bad as they've got like a turkey sandwich.
okay.
They've got, it's been a while, but I've gotten a few different sandwiches there. Always liked them.
I
Always
feel like
thought
it
they were
gets a
quality.
bad rap, man. I feel like people are really.
I don't really understand why.
Yeah, it feels like people treat Arby's worse than Burger King, and Burger King is definitively worse.
Oh, 1,000%.
100%. Yeah, it's unavoidable. But you don't get really shit for going to Burger King, and half the things at McDonald's fucking suck. I mean, I don't know, dude. Arby's knocks it out of the park with the fries and the roast beef sandwich. I don't want
They
to
got
fucking
quality,
hear anything otherwise.
but among all of these things, you have to take into account the fact that they're filling out a completely unique niche as a
Yes.
fast food sandwich.
Yes,
So that alone gives them some points.
100%. It's not a sub. It's not a hoagie. It's not a burger. It's a.
Who else is doing
I
that?
don't know what that is, but it's good. It's a good idea.
It's great.
It's a classic, and it's the only fast food that hasn't changed since you were a kid. Only fast food. McDonald's changes shit. Wendy's changes shit. Burger King changes shit. Arby's the same.
They stay the
Consistent.
same.
So consistent.
What about Long John Silver's?
Haven't been there in a while, but it's the same as I remember. So
I haven't ever been to one, and I had heard it and looked it up, and I was like, maybe they just don't have them here, and they're all over the place.
right,
And I've just never seen one. They're like,
they're unassuming.
are they hidden?
They're well hidden. Sometimes they're paired with a different shitty restaurant, so you have
I see.
want one shitty thing or the other.
Right.
Long John Silver's is objectively shitty, but sometimes that's just what you want. If you get it on your mind, you're like, I need something that is basically a giant chip with meat in the middle. And
But
little tiny
fast
chips
food
around it.
fish just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I feel like
100%.
fish needs to be a little higher.
Here's what I'll
quality.
say: in Oklahoma, there is no possibility of fresh fish.
Right.
Period. You could not get fresh fish for $1 trillion. So that I would say equalizes itself for me. I mean, you are in Arizona, a similar situation, but
Right.
it's nicer over there. It's not as nice here. And it's so ugly. And I think if I found somebody who tried to offer me nice fish, I'd kill them because I'm a stubborn old man. It took everything in my power to not say I was going to kill myself there. Doing a challenge this episode, guys, where I'm going on the I'm not going to kill myself gauntlet.
Right. We had actually discussed this prior.
Well, here's the thing.
If,
I took the initiative. I had already taken the initiative to remove the killing myself thing. And then he brought it up, and I was like, you're right. But
right.
my
There's another
idea,
thing, though, that I brought up alongside the kill yourself gauntlet is the don't talk about women gauntlet.
And that is true as well. Believe me, folks, I got a lot to talk about. But you're gonna be
if you can do
spared.
both, that's insane. If you can only pull one off, then
Hey,
I'll hold it
I
to
can
you.
fill air. I come up with bits right off the top of my head. The Cocomelon podcast. We got some really talented folks working here. A lot of talented editors cutting out, 20% of every show to make us sound even remotely entertaining. So, it's a tight ship we run here.
Speaking of a tight ship,
Yes.
I've got a pretty tight chair I'm sitting in right now.
Oh yeah, he bought a small chair. Let's
Guys.
Let's run him through this endeavor.
I had heard about the Herman Miller chair. It's apparently
It's the talk of the town.
ergonomically-
Really.
It is. Everybody's talking about this chair. I can't go a day without hearing about this chair. It's supposedly built for proper lumbar and spinal support.
It's got a tube
It's
at the
supposed to
bottom that
be,
sucks the air out of your fucking colon, so you're
It
comfortable.
does.
while you're
It
sitting
has
there.
a fart tube.
Fart tube.
It's supposed to be like the healthiest chair for you to sit. Like not supposed to mess up your back. So I thought, right. Well, I was figuring, we sit all day. So I thought, let me do it. It was $2,000. That is,
right?
I've never been a better way to disconnect us from the audience than.
Ouch! I'm trying to do
Wait, hold
cartoon
on.
sound effects.
Hold
Hold on, let me let me get that one for myself. Let me really alley-oop that one in.
No, not that. Not that one. I don't know which one. I can't stop it. Stop. Let's see here what we got.
Dude, this show rules.
That's the wrong one. What's a good
What is the effect you're trying to go for here?
like
Guffaws or
yeah, like
laughing out loud?
$2,000 chair.
That's the best we're gonna get. Yes.
Anyways, I've ascended past all of you peons
dude, good
in
for
my
you.
tiny chair. So yeah, I just spent this money on this chair, which I'm not a very materialistic man. You know that. I don't buy a lot of things, but this, I brought out
would say so.
the credit card for this because I thought it's
Gotta bring out the credit
it's a
card.
business expense for one.
100%, and we got a lot to say about fucking business expenses.
We do.
Fucking Jesus fucking Christ.
So I went for it. It came pre-assembled. Usually you get a chair, you got to put it together. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It just
These
rolled out of the
ballers,
box.
These sicko ballers in their little German headquarters. We have to put together this chair and vote it
Right.
into the box.
Which I was very appreciative of.
Yeah.
I
They're
mean,
like, do you want to kiss me? They're talking amongst each other. They're all gay. It's really invented being gay at that at that chair factory.
are you really going to do this to me?
Yeah. So you're right now. They put like a little needle in the bottom of your chair that you sat on. You went, ooh,
I kind of liked
you're
the
gay
needle.
now.
I enjoyed it.
They got you, man. It was a prank. Prank him, John.
But anyways, you guys might be saying, what do you get for $2,000 in a chair? And I'll tell you get like half of a normal chair.
He has
it's
no
really
neck
small.
support. It ends at
No
his
neck
like lower
support.
lumbar.
I didn't even think about that, dude.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, this sucks ass,
No
dude.
leaning. Yeah.
I'm going back to my old chair.
Yeah. It is what it is.
And I can't return it because I threw away the box, which I will explain why.
Hey, why'd you throw away the box, buddy?
So you know what else you get when you spend $2,000 on a chair?
What? I wonder
a fucking
what.
scorpion in the box. You get a damn scorpion in the butt.
It was fucking skeetering around in there like.
There was a little scorpion. Okay, so I had this box shipped to my family's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my boxes here just get stolen, so I wasn't about to risk that. Although I don't think anyone would have stolen this gargantuan,
100-pound, just waddled down the street with it.
You know, anything of any value, I don't ship to where I live because after my experience where my Christmas was stolen,
Survival tactics. Very smart.
I was like, all right, I'll just drive and go pick it up. So I drive. It's like 30 minutes. I go pick up the chair, right?
Genius.
I'm lugging this thing around.
Genius.
It's fucking massive and heavy. So I'm rubbing up against it.
Swag.
I'm holding it like this against my chest.
The swag.
I put it in the car. The swag lifter. I'm driving around for a while. I go hit the discount tire to get my tire pressure checked.
Ooh.
I go to the grocery store to buy a ton of groceries. All the while, this chair's sitting in the back.
Comfortably.
I go home. I put it on my little dolly thing because I have to walk like a ludicrous amount from my car to actually get into where I live.
This is a foolish decision to do it all at once, but
it was. But so I do it. I bring it up. I bring in all my groceries after. I put everything away. This thing's been in the apartment probably like an hour at this point.
And I burped.
And he burped. And I open it up. Chairs put together. I roll it out. And I am about to smash the boxes and take them apart to dispose of them when I see a little creature right where I had picked it up and put my chest against it, a little scorpion.
Ooh.
You may be saying, "Oh, he's a little scorpion. What does it matter?"
What is so scary about little... I'm a spoon kid.
Well, I'll tell you.
What? Tell me, spoon kid. Pray tell is so frightening about a little scorpion.
Yep. Well, and I have no factual basis here, but I heard this like 10 years ago, that the smaller a scorpion is, the more dangerous it is because it doesn't have as much control of its venom or whatever. Apparently the baby ones don't.
Small.
Right, they don't know how much to give, so they just give it all up. Which, by the way, scorpions can fuck you up. I don't know if they kill you necessarily.
But you should go to the doctor if you get stung
Do
up.
scorpions kill you?
I mean, it's like if they get you on the foot, you're going to get an infection, I guess, right? You should go to the hospital for that. And then you're gonna be spewing pus out of your eyeballs in a few days.
Well, yeah, regardless, they can be fatal in some cases. Most of the time do not cause death. But it's a big deal. I mean, you're not going to just like shake it off. I think my mom got stung by one time, and she was like, it was the most pain I've ever felt for like 2 hours.
Why do they find that funny?
So I'm freaking out. My instinct is like, all right, I'm calling Dinkbot. I need some help.
Yeah, I'm the
whether or
problem
not
solver.
he can provide any actual help with killing a scorpion. Doesn't matter. I need moral support. So I call him up. I show him the little guy who is climbing inside of this little crease in the box. I'm freaking out. His new home. And for a moment, I felt a little bit of sympathy for the little guy. I didn't want to have to kill him.
Afterwards.
But I knew it had to be done.
Yeah, you can't let that motherfucker live.
Relocate him?
You know, and a lot of people would say when they're looking in the eyes of baby Hitler, am I really going to snuff this life out for the chance of a better future? And then you fucking steel yourself and you grab that fucking infant by the neck and just start fucking strangling that fucking thing.
You strangle that thing until it doesn't breathe.
I mean, its neck is so small, you're basically using your fucking finger and your thumb to get and just fucking just throttling it like fucking Homer and Bart. Like, you got to do it. So, we can all sympathize with the drastic actions that Spoon Kid had to go through.
It had to take place to kill this poor little guy, but it had to happen. So I theorized with Dinkbot, concluded that a book would be the best way. Kill him with knowledge.
And not your book. not a book that he owns, But the
Dude, I wasn't gonna tell her. I wasn't even gonna tell her about the scorpion because she would freak out.
well, she doesn't listen to this. Just she listens.
Oh, yes,
to
she
every
does.
episode.
Well, I guess it's come out anyways. I used Fort Girl's book. It was the biggest book I could find, and it was heavy.
It was
And
heavy.
it's also a book that she reads quite often. It's a cookbook, so it's not like a one and done. She's always pulling this thing out. So I'm sorry.
Hey, it was not an antique.
If you're listening,
You can buy another. If it's that big
I
of a
will
deal,
not be buying you
will not
another.
be buying another, but you
but
could.
I dropped the book on the poor little fellow, and I stomped it about 50 times. And he was reduced to schmutz. And I
really
wiped the
got
book
gooped.
off.
Yeah.
He got gooped. I wiped the book off, okay? The book is fine. There was not even residue on the book. Dinkbot can attest.
Yeah, it was in a picture of some pasta. So even if there was residue,
I wouldn't even tell.
it blended in with the pasta. So
But, I wiped off the book. We're good on the book. There might be little babies inside the book.
but we'll hope not.
We'll hope not.
We'll hope not.
But, I'm actually concerned that there's other scorpions because this box has just been sitting there,
I don't know, man.
And
I think if you think about it, you're gonna bug out. Your eyes are gonna bug out of your head. You're gonna be so scared.
You're right. I just shouldn't even think about
Hey.
it. But it really made me appreciate life.
Yes, you're alive. You survived this encounter. Real quick, I was wondering, in the notes you've typed the word.
Yeah, that was the guy who made that advice segment.
Oh, okay.
I just put his
I was
name so
trying
we
to
could read it.
understand what the fuck that meant. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's just his thing.
Well, that might be a good transition to the advice segment.
Yeah,
now that we
you know
brought it
what?
up.
Shout out to. You want me to read this one out?
Yeah, you can go first. I'll do second. And then-
Here we go.
yeah, dude, you just grabbed his tits in the webcam. Spooky just pushed his tits together and became busty. It was wonderful. Do it, dude. Start reading this.
Basically,
motherfucker.
I've been with this girl for about 2.5 years now, but somehow she hasn't noticed that I'm 3 years younger than her. She assumed we were the same age and hasn't questioned anything since. Do I tell her about this now, or just see if the relationship gets serious enough that I should probably confront her? For context,
you dick.
For context, we met when I was 16 and she was 19, and now we're 18 and 21. If you talk about this on the podcast, please don't mention my name. All right, we gotta cut that.
I'll just
Genuinely,
bleep it. I'll bleep it. It's fine.
that's really funny. We read it like 8 times.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine.
But right off the bat, dude, I just got to comment on that. He says,
I was 16.
should I wait until the relationship gets serious?
It's been
Dude, 2.5 years
2.5
in, man.
years.
Like,
yeah.
that's a long time.
Jesus Christ, dude, why would you
How
do that?
could she not figure that out?
Yeah,
How do you
what?
not?
Dude,
Nothing
she
gave
has
that
to-
away.
She knows. There's no way she doesn't know, right?
Yeah, you're pulling our leg. I mean, hasn't she been like, "Oh, you
You're
want to
pulling
come to
our
a bar with me
Yeah.
for my 21st? You want to get a drink?"
This is just such a silly scenario, and it's like, how did you end up in this situation? If she's 19, she's not in high school anymore.
Maybe they're e-dating.
There you go.
That would make
There
sense.
you go. Okay, this changes things. Okay, you know what? If you're e-dating, I think you're in some trouble here, man. I think
you're
some
not in trouble,
really.
because you're probably just dating a dude, a 40-year-old dude.
On that
You're
note,
probably all right. He's in trouble.
That's a good one. Yeah, so you're fucking a dude on the internet. Any picture you've seen of her pussy is modified. They've got a new face app filter that turns your cock into a pussy, and you can send that to people. You know, face app had this thing a few years ago. They got in trouble for it, where it could turn you into a black guy.
Oh my god,
It was
dude.
so fucking funny. It looked realistic. It was crazy. You could really trick people. And
How did they get away with
I
that?
have no
How did
idea. Well, they
think that
didn't for
was a
long.
good-
They did not for long.
Jesus
I
Christ.
think they're fucking like Chinese or Russian or something like that, so they don't know the social norms of America. But
Right.
it was pretty fucking funny. I want it to come back just for trolling
on.
purposes. I mean, it's racist, but it's not my fault if I put
Brenda.
my dude. That would be so fucking funny. So this besides the point. Yeah, man, I think he probably should have said something a few years ago. So at this point now, if it blows up in your face, you kind of have no one else to blame.
It's kind of her for not like you ever had a birthday? She's like, how old was you on your birthday?
That's true as well.
Like, this is just not adding up.
Maybe
How
he
could
lied.
you not?
If you lied, you're fucked. But if it just didn't come up, I mean, it's like 50-50. So, yeah, dude, you screwed a pooch. Whether or not the pooch forgives you, we'll see.
I guess you just gotta keep it real.
I'm noticing this type of thing with a lot of the people that ask me advice is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, some of them are so fucking out there.
Yeah, just crazy.
And I'm like, are these people like psychos or assholes? Or like, what? There's some of it that are just like unreal. So I've marked the ones. I got burps today. I've only had a coffee today. It's the only calories I've had. But I'm burping like a motherfucker. I've only highlighted the ones that I find sympathetic in some way, but I have an inbox full of ones that are just disgusting. I mean, just like, what? You're a fucking asshole. So please, if you're a fucking asshole, please stop asking me for advice. You're sickening me. You know who you are. Anyway, have we wrapped up that one? Do you think we found a good enough answer?
I mean, didn't really get a resolution, but
there's not really a whole lot of intel here that we could go off of.
Yeah,
but it is an interesting
really
scenario.
Like not enough info.
This is like a Mujahideen situation where good intentions turn bad. All right, I got a few marked here. So somebody's shooting fireworks.
It's the 5th of April. Get excited.
Hope that was fireworks. It didn't sound like gunshots, but it was either like somebody dumping a bunch of shit on the street or fire. I don't know. We'll just cut that. But it fucked up my train of thought. Yeah, so I marked this one. This one is strange, but it says, "Hey, Dinkbot, for some context, I work with this girl that has a boyfriend of 3 years. Even though she has this boyfriend, she is still flirty, but only with me. I've not done anything to overstep my boundaries. I just reciprocate as I respect relationships. We constantly talk at work, and she's always kicking me, nudging me, or even tickling me. But when someone at work brought up the fact that this was going to be a thing, she got mad and felt disrespected. I am looking to quit the job soon, and she constantly texts me and tells me how sad she is. Here's the kicker. Please help. I want a girlfriend." Hey, man, this beehive ain't worth kicking. So,
yeah,
don't
sounds
kick
like
back.
she just wants a friend, but she doesn't know her boundaries.
Well, it sounds like she wants to toy with other men, because she knows what she's doing. I mean, you're an adult woman. And I feel like she's bored in a relationship and is too much of a pussy to break it off.
He say she did again?
She is always flirty with me, kicking me, nudging me, or even tickling me, and does not like people bringing up that they are getting to be a thing. So people have noticed how much she's flirting with the kid. She does not like that. So I have a feeling she is a hypocrite and a weirdo. And
or maybe
yeah, what's the reasonable take here?
she just thinks they're friends and is just doing.
I think
things
women
that you
are
would
more
do to a
aware than you
friend.
give them credit for. In that some women like to fuck with men because they have.
I don't get the
ability to
impression
do
that
so.
she's doing anything malicious here. I don't get the impression that she's like
Maybe not
trying
malicious, but selfish.
to bait
I
him
would
or
say.
anything.
Right? You want your cake and eat it too. You want a long-term relationship, but you also want the flirting. You know, you want to flirt with somebody.
I guess we need more info on the flirting, dude, because I don't know if he's really like if she's like, oh, your penis is so big in those pants.
She's
Like, I
flirting
don't know,
with this
what is
fucking,
she-
socially retarded Spoon Kid fan. I mean, like,
Yeah, but what if it's like, oh, we've worked together for 2 years? Maybe she's just like, oh, we're friends.
I don't know. I'm going in the hyperbolic direction and saying,
She's insane.
no, she's selfish. She's and probably knows what she's doing to mess with your your
Well, the question is she
self-esteem.
supposed to just be cordial with anyone who's not a girl?
No, but I think there's a difference between being a friend and being flirty. I mean, I know the difference. So if I can figure it out, I think they can as well. So
it makes sense.
Good luck with that.
Well, either way, yeah, I wouldn't even.
I wouldn't bother.
I would just
dating a guy for 3
bother.
years. You get out of a relationship, start dating you. Guess what's gonna fucking happen halfway through your relationship? She's gonna get back with the other guy. So fucking being careful in any situation like that, because you can't break off a bond like that clean. You can't break it off clean. I would say it's borderline impossible to break off something like that and never have it come up again. So you're in the hot seat if you're the guy who's dating her as the rebound. Be careful. Is all the advice you need there.
Quit the job,
buddy.
If you're gonna anyway.
Yeah, if you're gonna quit anyway, fucking have fun. Get a new job. It's cool. That was great advice segment. I got one more for the. This one is a little sad, but not.
Is this gonna be the first non-girl one?
This is going to be a non-girl one. So.
Holy smokes.
This one's interesting. It's from a very young man. He says, "Hey, Dinkbot Spoon, I need some advice on something. Recently, I was caught smoking weed. This is the other topic we cover, is smoking weed. By my very strict and Christian parents. I am only 15, so you can guess how that went. This was about a week ago, and while it seems to be sorted out with them, I still have been feeling stressed, and I've been having panic attacks, something that I have never had before. I know this will subside eventually, but I was wondering if the things that affect me so much now will even matter in a few years. Or is it like when you ran away for getting a bad grade when you were 8? Thanks in advance."
I would say if your parents are open to it, try to communicate more about this.
It seems like they're not open to it. I have a feeling that this is just sort of, he's going to have to keep this thing a secret. Like whenever, like your parents know you're beating off, but you don't fucking come on their linens and put them in the fucking, on the dinner table. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Well, but he's not saying he's smoking a lot, right? He's saying that he
just said he got caught.
Did it once and feels bad.
I got a follow-up
caught.
text from him, and he said, "I am normally much more careful," in the term there being normally. But I was getting laid back about smoking where I do it. So essentially, he is a pretty casual, regular weed smoker, as kids are when they're 15. I mean, that's just what they do now. So go to a friend's house. My recommendation, smoke at a friend's house. That's what I did.
Yeah. I mean, if they aren't receptive in any way to you talking about it, then, you're probably going to feel some shame.
Yeah.
And that sucks. But,
you shouldn't feel any more shameful about it than you do about beating off, is what I'll say. Everybody beats off. You can't do anything about it. I mean, preach, brother. Tell me you don't have to beat off. You have to.
You have to
beat off. And you never want to get caught. And there's a inbuilt level of shame there. But you can just sort of be like, I got to do it. Sometimes you got to fucking smoke weed. A lot of people, it does whatever for them that helps them get through their fucking miserable life. So, beat off, smoke your J's. Have fun. Try not to beat yourself up about it. But,
Yeah, I would say, as long as you're being safe, you got to think about yourself as somewhat of an individual.
Yeah.
If they have some sort of like religious, like, oh, we're against any of this, but you yourself have thought about it and, don't think it's bad in your situation. Not that we're encouraging you to do one thing or the other, but the guilt,
the guilt
makes
is unnecessary.
sense, but you're your own man and you can make your decision. They are not infallible. Your parents are not gods.
Yeah, in fact, if they're super religious, that means they're kind of fucking morons. So it is what it is. You ever hear anything about the Southern Baptist Church? You have any of those up there?
No.
Southern Baptist. I learned today. A lot of people down here are Southern Baptist. The only reason that there's a difference between like Baptist and Southern Baptist is because after slavery, the Southern Baptists broke off because they thought black people were essentially cows and chickens and shouldn't be treated any different.
It's a great start.
Southern religion, where this sort of abstinent stuff comes from, is pretty much evil. And any teachings from a Southern Baptist or generally Southern religion can just safely be ignored. I mean, there's nothing of value there. You know, whether or not in religion you use it as a excuse to meet people at church or just be happy, that's fair and valid. But any of these rules they impose are pretty much Republican propaganda. So be careful with that, especially this weed stuff. I mean, that's straight up a business thing. I mean, that is somebody made that business decision in the 1900s, and it's affecting us today. So fuck all that noise. That's retarded. Do what you want.
The weed stuff is funny because, like, I've had friends who were getting so much shit for it from their parents, and now, at least in Arizona, you just buy it.
Yeah.
Just walk in the store.
Guess why?
And it's like,
because the
it just
fucking
flipped.
Republican lawmakers finally were like, we can make some money off of this. We can get some money from the weed industry, charge some taxes, and walla bang, walla boom. It's like it's evil. I mean, politicians are evil. So
Right. It's just funny how the public perception changes when it becomes legal.
Yeah.
Even though nothing has
nothing has
changed.
changed. So pretty sickening.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, if I were to the advice segment writer, don't beat yourself up too much about this. I mean, it's, come on.
Yeah. And also don't beat off on the linens.
Don't beat off on the linens.
Use paper towels or napkins or whatever. What are those things called? Tissues. Or
tissues.
Here's what I did growing up: is I beat off into a towel, and then I would fold it in a way that
wash your face with it.
Yeah, I wash my face with it first for the protein, but then you put the cum part on the inside of the towel, fold it, and then do your own laundry, just in case.
It makes sense, but also kind of a lot of work for.
I think so, but
just
whenever you fucking, I cum a lot. I'll just spit that one out right now. I cum an amazing amount, and I would be blowing through hundreds of tissues a night if that were the case. So had to evolve to the towel. Not proud of it.
Hundreds of tissues.
A lot.
What's your like preferred stance? How does it go?
How do you
laying down, standing up?
Sitting in my chair.
In the shower.
No, in the chair. I don't fucking
sitting in the chair.
Yeah, sitting in the chair.
Okay.
I don't fuck with any of that.
Okay.
Because I'm not like
Okay.
dude. I can't beat off from memory. What am I fucking 10? No, I can't do that stuff. My mind has been tainted and destroyed by the pornography industry.
I'm not sure how that applies to you needing to sit in a chair, but
Well, because what? Hold on, I'm gonna do a funny little. What am I just gonna be like? Standing up? Why? Why do I need to stand up? That seems silly.
let me explain where I'm coming from.
What,
As someone who
hold on,
generally,
what about you? Are you about to describe
well,
that?
that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Let me explain standing up.
Okay.
Not the most often phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Not the, I wouldn't say it's not preferred, but just generally, I'd say it occupies probably about 20% of the happenings.
Right.
And it happens when, okay, keep in mind, I have a shower, right? But it doesn't have a bathtub. It's just like a shower, right?
Okay. No bathtub, just
So let me
shower.
paint a picture
So
for
it's
you.
like flat floors with a little lip on it, right?
Flat floor
Okay.
with a little lip. And on the sliding door, it's got like a bar that's perfect to rest your phone on. Perfect,
No, what? You're
perfect
beating
viewing
off
chamber.
that close to the water?
Oh, well, now listen to me. My phone is on the outside. I'm not in the shower yet. All right, let me explain.
Okay.
So sometimes when my need to beat lines up with my need to shower,
Right.
it just makes sense for me to not deal with any cleanup. So here's what I'll open the door. I'll rest my phone. I've got a little. It's like perfect height for viewing.
Yes.
I'm standing. Do it right into the shower. Hop in the shower.
Genius, dude.
And it's easy, and there's not much to it. Now, if there's any situation where I'm not about to take a shower, I'd say I would opt for about 50-50 split between sitting and laying down.
I don't use my phone. I'll say that. I never do. I use my.
You need it on the big
I
screen.
got the 4K monitor here that I use, and
I always feel a little dirty doing it on my computer where I like work
Well,
from. I'm like,
Have you Oh, I don't, dude. I close everything so people can't spy on me. And even if they do, what the fuck? Oh, this guy's beating off.
It's not that. I'm just like, I got like the 3 monitors set up. I'm watching some bitch get railed like in 4K.
And on the other screen,
Do
you
I
got
need
like
that?
your stream set up.
I'm like responding to some DM about like cutting a video.
Yep. No, a lot of times I jerk off and then I'll look at my other monitor and I was watching a video of like a movie. And so it's just like Patrick Stewart looking at me. I'm like, come on, dude.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, Patrick Stewart. Are you watching me
Get
beat
outta
off,
here.
you old man?
How could he?
Pervert. I don't know, dude. You know what? This is a business that often goes undiscussed in the modern world.
I think we got to inform. Oh, you know what's really funny? Because I've been recently.
Is it this funny?
This was brought up.
Is it that kind of funny?
I don't know if it's that funny.
Okay.
It actually is pretty funny. I was talking about this with some of my friends. Like, it had just been brought up, and we were like, we'd not discussed this prior. So I was just, curious what the people's strategies were. And, dude, some of the stuff I heard is precisely the reason why I think we need to discuss this more. Because we need to educate.
Yeah, what
because
do you do? Run me through this.
I got one friend. And this fucking
What's his
guy,
name?
dude.
What's his name and last name?
What's his full name and address? He told me that so he puts his phone in a Ziploc bag.
Okay, I've done this.
No audio.
I've probably done that as well, but
gets in the shower and lays down, turns the shower on, uses the water as lube, watching the Ziploc bag no audio content, and then stands up and showers. I was like, dude,
well, what's the deal with the
how
lube?
can you explain this? Dude doesn't use. I don't know. He's circumcised too. I've seen it.
I don't.
I've sucked it. I've not seen it. But
I've never beat off with lube.
I'm pretty sure he's circumcised. What?
I've never done that.
Oh no! Not lube as in actual lube. I mean, he uses nothing, just the water. Wait. Do you not use anything?
I'm a dry beater, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm a dry beater. I don't know why I would do anything otherwise.
How is everybody so radically different?
Well, because they don't talk about it. That being said,
wait.
I've heard about people using lube, and I always...
You've heard about it?
Yeah, I was always like, why would I?
You haven't tried it?
Maybe once. I've beat off with a condom on like 4 times for some reason.
That is the worst.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
If you think that's not bad, then let me put you onto a life-changing thing.
Because
Any
I have
sort
done it
of
before,
lubricant,
and I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. You know what? Ever since I was a kid, I've seen beating off as a way to keep the beast at bay. So it's pretty much a nightly thing for me. If I had to fucking beat off and then have all this lubricant everywhere, I'm like, come on, dude. I got middle school in the morning. I'm not gonna fucking go to sleep in my pajamas with lube.
That's a big problem, and I have a sort of a solution to it that sort of makes sense, right?
Okay.
So if I'm doing it pre-shower, like a standing,
as you've described,
I'll use actual lube, right?
Very wise.
Because that's the ideal thing to use.
Okay.
But it does involve a little bit of cleanup, which is not ideal.
No.
Now, if you're not going to shower, you can use a conservative amount of lotion. And really, body lotion or something, not necessarily need to be, cleaned up. You lubed up your dick, you lubed up your hands, Yeah. What's the problem there?
Okay.
And it's not the best solution and, doesn't solve everything, but I will say that it is something. I haven't found anything better than that. And I will say that the dry beating off comes as a shocker to me.
Well, I don't
to hear that from you.
I don't understand the negative of
because it feels way worse.
Does it though,
dude?
Does it?
Okay. Do you have any actual lube in your possession?
I do.
Dude, try that out.
I think I have.
Like, all right, I'm just gonna shower tonight. Just for me, dude. For the Goomba podcast listeners.
Beat off for me, dude.
Please beat off for me. Beat off on me. I mean, for me. Beat off for me.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Here's how I'm feeling about this. I'm laughing at your fucking. No, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't. You know what? I don't want to.
Dude, one time for the men.
If I do, I'll let you know. I don't want to though.
You got to at least one time before the next podcast because we got to figure this out.
If there's enough public outroar, I might. And I know there's going to
be.
now, but I'm sure many, many, many spooners are dry beaters as well. I think
Yeah, because they're 11 years old, dude. They haven't even thought about it.
Okay, well,
yet.
here's the thing. It's not a fucking exact science. I've been beating off since I was fucking 10.
Okay, before we elaborate, we are talking about uncircumcised.
I'm circumcised.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Circumcised dry beaters.
Yeah.
There's a big difference because I've heard, I can't speak from personal experience as I have been snipped,
Me as well.
but I've heard that being uncircumcised gives you a lot more leeway with that. But we are talking about, the snipped variety. So
Yes.
if you have experience, if you are someone who does or doesn't use any sort of lubricant, please leave your opinion because
Right in, folks.
I am flabbergasted.
YouTube will not delete your comments. They won't. We'll make sure of that. No, they will. They'll delete all your comments.
I had the same guy who does the bag
The bag.
strap.
Oh,
the
yeah,
bag
yeah,
in the
yeah,
shower
yeah,
strap.
yeah. Yep.
He was also like, this dude's just got the worst methods. I mean, I don't know what his deal is. He's also like, sometimes I do it into the toilet, right? So I was like, okay, what does that mean? And he's like, okay, so I'll be in my room, and I'll get close, and then I'll go to the bathroom and I'll sit. So he sits normally on the toilet, which I didn't understand. He sits like as if you normally would,
Right.
and then assumes a sort of like leaning forward stance and puts his dick into the bowl and comes into the toilet and then flushes it. I was like, dude, there's got to be a better way. here.
That's a lie. There's no way.
No, I swear, dude, this dude
What, did he
was
show you?
He had conviction. No, because he didn't bring it up in like a defensive way. He's like, yeah, he was defending it.
Wow.
I'm like, dude,
That makes no sense. That's wild. It's astounding. It's an
is.
insane thing to do. I don't
but
know. That's
I've had this
crazy.
experience almost with everybody I've talked to where I'm like,
Where it's something
what's
new
going
and
on?
bizarre. Yeah.
Even you, dude.
Even me.
I thought you
not
would
normal.
be.
You're weird to me with the lubricant. So that's the I'm a Midwestern man. All right. I don't need no frills. All right.
I can't wait to hear the underage opinions
that's gonna be
about
great.
touching
Dude,
their penises.
I literally had to. This is the last thing we're saying about beating off. We got to move on. When I was in like
the chapter's
I
gonna be
know,
like 30 minutes.
beating off 45 minutes. I had to beat off in middle school, dude. I had to start a lot because I would be sitting there in my fucking math class, and there'd always be some teacher with just a fucking insane dumper, dude. I'm just like, I'm looking at this thing. It's like fucking bigger than I am because I'm a little boy.
Right.
I'm like, dude, if I don't beat off, I'm sitting there like fucking mouth agape for an hour. Can't do any of my math. I'm like almost certain that's why I started failing math because I literally could not pay attention. I skipped like a grade basically of math.
Right.
So I don't know, dude. It's a mood alterer. It makes you a different guy. There's two different
I
people
get it,
you can
man.
be. Got to beat off.
No, I read that story resonates with me heavily. You think we'll have some no fat people though? Like, how could you guys?
All these fucking adults. I mean, if you want to start it, you're gonna get weird. No fap turns you into a weird fucking person, but whether or not it's a positive change is up to you. It was definitely not positive for me ever. So, as cool as I am, a fapper, a gooner, a coomer, if you will, I stay cool. I'm always cool, and on top of the game.
Yeah, who
Ladies love me.
else stays as cool as
Nobody, really nobody out there. So,
Dude, maybe you should try no fat.
I did. I don't like it. It's gay. It's gay.
How long did you make it?
I've probably gone a few months. If I settle my mind to it, the urge goes away after a few weeks. But you just change as who you are. You're a different guy. What are these burps coming from, dude?
A cum-filled man.
Yep. I've just got so many burps in me. All I've had is coffee. Oh man, I've told you about this. I had a personal trainer and dietitian reach out to me through my DMs. and I have not listened to a word he said. I trust him. I would trust him with my life if he put me on a machine that would make me healthy. I would trust him to knock me out for 6 months, do whatever he wants. But I will not. I refuse to do anything he says because I am too stupid and lazy.
Well, what are some of the things that he said that you can't
just like
amount to?
Cook a variety of meats and vegetables. Eat 2,500 calories a day to be just below your minimum threshold. Drink lots of water. Eat variable foods. Very basic stuff. I will not do any of that. I will drink a coffee and 2 bottles of water for the day. That's what I'm doing. And I'll you know what? I'm doing push-ups, doing sit-ups, not going to the gym at all. So I'm not doing anything he's telling me to do. I've been skateboarding a lot though. That's fun.
Really?
That's a good little thing. I'm starting to get to the point where I can go down the street. Haven't fallen over yet. Pretty scared of that. But
nice.
But I'm doing a little skating.
Don't be afraid to wear a helmet when you're starting off.
I am
Don't be ashamed.
not wearing a helmet. That is strapped on my head at all times.
Oh, you are wearing.
I look retarded with a helmet on, but I do it anyway.
No, but good. I mean, a lot of people have too much pride, but especially starting off, you gotta wear a helmet.
We never settled on how tall I am, but if you took a fall from my height, landed on your fucking head, it's over.
Right.
It's game over, dude.
Be like jumping off the Empire State
Joe Rogan
Building.
told me that, so it's don't mess around, kids. Don't mess around, Thinkbot.
But back on the fitness thing, I do feel like the more you get into it, because I've experienced this, there's like it almost becomes more and more complicated. Like now, like in the beginning, I was just like, all right, let me just go like 3 times a week, right?
Dunning-Kruger.
And now it's like, okay, I'm going more. Oh, I gotta eat a certain way. Mm-hmm. Then it's like, oh, you gotta do all this. Like it just gets more and more until it's like too overwhelming. So at a certain point, you just gotta be like, and then you're not gonna be able to do everything perfect.
People that really get into it start mixing in like cycles, anabolic supplements, like all this shit, and that is so beyond my pay grade that I've just decided to be a wimp. And
the question is, what are you going to the gym for? And in my case, it's just to be healthy.
Mine was to be huge. But I'm realizing that being huge is a 20-year process. So, people take shortcuts, and rightfully so in some situations because they want to be a young bodybuilder or they want to be, a really big weightlifter. I don't want to take supplements. We said we were going to talk about fitness on this one, but it came up. I refuse to do the steroids and stuff. I just don't want to. Right. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Same reason I won't get vaccinated.
You don't have to defend.
Same reason I don't trust that bitch Biden. Fuck you. Let's go Brandon, dude. That's what I say on this podcast. Let's go Brandon.
Thinkbot actually is vaccinated. That is besides the point,
though.
But I don't know why you're like defending yourself against not taking steroids as if someone's like, you gotta do it. Like
I think there's less negative benefits than there were at one point. I think it's I respect people that do, not like more so than somebody that works for it as hard as it would take to get to be a natural bodybuilder. The only people I don't respect are people who lie about it, which is a surprising amount of people, where they're like 18, shredded to the gills, fucking enormous. They're like, yeah, I'm natural. Like, yeah, are you, buddy? Are you? Liver King looking at you. Sure you're natural? Yeah, I don't know. But,
damn, Liver King
I'm calling
hater?
out shots, dude. I don't know why he would lie about it. But he is. He's lying. He's lying about it. I mean, that's just straight up. He is lying about not taking sides. It's unavoidable.
I can't speak on it. I don't even know how to tell. But I do always see these comments, and on the back of my head, I'm always like, Of course, some of it's probably valid, but is it also a lot of people who are just jealous and want to downplay others' work?
I'll say that's a factor of it, but I mean, anybody that's huge is on something. I mean, like, there's a few fitness YouTubers I'm pretty sure are natural. I'm not sure about this guy called Will Tennyson. He's pretty big. He's really young. I don't know if he's on anything or not. I can't tell, but like Fuad. My guy Fuad Abiyad is on everything. Arnold was always on stuff. Arnold was obsessed with taking all that shit. Lou Ferrigno, even back in the day, they were on that stuff, and that never went away. And now there's just different divisions for weightlifting and bodybuilding, like whether you're natural or not. And people lie and get into the natural competition and sweep because they're like, oh, he's natural, even though he's not. And the testing isn't very good. So,
Interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, I mean, I do a little video watching about it. Whether or not the videos are bullshit, but from what I'm aware of, that is the case. So being huge is kind of out of my wheelhouse, but I still work at it.
But dude, I mean, who wants to be huge? It seems like such a responsibility.
It is.
You know?
It is a big ask, but
it's like a whole thing.
That is kind of the thing that got me into it. Was I really wanted to be like fucking massive.
Bitches don't even like huge dudes.
No.
It's like it's not even.
I'm doing it for myself. Really, I don't know what it is. It's some kind of thing you're born with, I think.
I'd rather be like in the most like fit and agile state possible. You know. Like I also want to be able to not only lift weights but like run and fucking do all these things.
I don't think you're locking yourself out of that.
Pounds.
I don't think you're locking yourself out of being fit. I think the worst you can do is injure your heart, which is bad. But I think a lot of that other stuff you can still do if you're huge. It's just because I mean, if you're huge, you're like 250. You know, it's like you're not. I guess you could be like up in the 300s, but you're not fucking 400 pounds. You know, you're not.
Right. Okay.
It's not impossible you just have to work harder to do all that stuff. So I respect the shit out of bodybuilders, dude. I mean, like, and all the bodybuilders I like and know are fucking smart too. And that whole bullshit, that like Reddit bullshit, like, I'd rather spend my life doing something that gives me meaning, or like I'd rather spend my time in the library. It's like,
right.
I'm telling you, these guys are smarter than you in most ways. So, because
when you think about it, it's like not just bodybuilders, but fitness in general gets such a bad rap. But it's like these people are taking care of their bodies, that they're the only body they have. Like it kind of makes sense.
A level of
effort
effort that fucking most people can't even comprehend. So.
But I do think a lot of people get so obsessed on it, and it's like, it gets a little weird.
For sure. Everything can get weird if you get too obsessed with it.
I can't have like a fucking vitamin gummy. You break your...
Yeah.
Wait, was that you? Was that you who said that? It was like, I can't have this vitamin gummy because it broke my fast.
I was wondering if I could. I don't think you can, but that's for weight loss. That's not for muscle building.
Right. No, it'd come to mind, but that was pretty funny.
Thanks.
Like, dude,
Call
eat
me
the
bogus.
fucking vitamin gummy.
Yeah, I'm going to fuck you up, dude. I'm so big, I'm going to fucking throw you.
Yeah?
Fucking toss
We're having
you.
a race, dude. We're having a big race.
Oh, you're going to win. I'm already halved out.
Dude. Well, I mean, I went today for the first time in like 6 days. I took a big break, so I'm not Mr. Consistent.
I haven't done
right
anything
now.
other than push in like 2 months. So I've really been slacking. I go in like, the main thing I'm blaming it on is I'm sleeping really early, so I don't get my nighttime gym, which is the only time I'll go. So I'll go in like one night I make it to 2 a.m. and I'll go in and push, and I'm not that much weaker because there's some atrophy, but it's not bad. So I'm like, okay, I'm maintaining something here. And then I go home. I'm like, I don't want to go tomorrow, so I don't.
Right.
And tomorrow would be my pull and then my leg. So presumably my legs are suffering so bad. I have to imagine my legs are like halved in strength. So, but I was hitting fucking 400 on the leg press, and that didn't take that long to get up to. So if I go back, I should still be at like 300, and then we just go up from there. And it wouldn't be too bad, but I just have to get like the spark again. You know, I'm fucking lazy right now. I'm lazy on everything, dude. I don't want to fucking edit. I don't want to do this podcast. I'm fucking so lazy. I've been Googling. I Googled last night how to stop being depressed and lazy. Reddit. I'm not sad. I've never been sad. I've always been depressed, but I've never been sad. And it's fucking...
What is... a good segue might be to talk about my experience at the psychiatrist.
That's a good idea. What did that bitch say?
It was actually a man.
Oh!
Let me give some context.
Yeah, maybe you can
here.
like diagnose me with shit, dude.
Right. Well, I can tell you my experience, and that might be enlightening to
Did
your
you get adult ADHD?
situation.
They tell you that? Did Did you get that
Well,
one?
I got a few things. So let's start from the.
This is
Have I not
exciting.
talked to you about
No,
this?
I just saw your tweet about it. You didn't talk to me about it.
Oh, right. I didn't really even give any details in that. Funny tweet. I tried to word it funnily, you know.
Pretty good.
Try to make it. Anyways, so yeah, I've been going to a therapist for like a month. And, you know, after telling her like about how I have like basically what would be considered depressive symptoms, I just didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, yeah, I can't really solve these, so you really should talk to a psychiatrist. So I was like, all right, can't be solved with talking it out, I guess.
That's fun.
So I talked to the guy, and you know, I'm kind of like a little bit on the fence, half and half about being medicated. I'm not against it, but I also was like, I'm not going to jump in the
We're
deep
not going
end.
to kill ourselves is the thing. And I feel like a
Right.
lot of people when they get on SSRIs is because they're really at a breaking point, and we're definitely not at that point. So
Well, so I talked to the guy, and he's like, instantly, you have ADD.
right,
I was like, I have never been told that.
yeah.
And that kind of like, I was like looking it up. I was like, that explains
Well, yeah,
so
we've
much.
been,
Why
we've
did no
been
one ever help me
suspicious of
here?
that forever,
Right.
but there's no confirmation.
But I got like instant you did 100%.
100%.
They'd be like,
Yeah,
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 like
no, I have no
a
doubt.
minute in.
No doubt.
But I was like, I don't know if I really want to take anything for that. He's like, yeah, you have depression, you have a heavy anxiety disorder, you have alarming dissociative traits,
Alarming.
and OCD.
What's so alarming about this little man?
You know, I think a lot of times it doesn't come across because like people are like, oh, why haven't you streamed in like 2 weeks? It's like I go on like benders, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm just like in a haze and I don't even
Automaton
remember what's
mode,
going
feed
on.
yourself. Sit.
So you know, I'm not gonna blame it all on that. Like, I'm lazy, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm not always in this chipper state. But anyways, the guy's like, all right, we got to do sleeping meds. We can do a thing for dissociative. We can do all this. But I just was like, all right, I just want to start slow. So I agreed to do Prozac, which is like a low dose of SSRI. It's been about a week. Haven't felt anything yet, but he said it takes like 6 weeks before you notice anything.
Dude, is your dick gonna stop working?
Apparently this one doesn't have that
hope so,
much
dude.
of that side effect.
That's
I
scary.
probably should have done it.
That's frightening.
We should have looked into that a little more, but you know, I always thought, you know, I could just get off it if something happens.
Now, I think you're
But-
not supposed to quit that cold turkey, right? If you
No,
want
this
to
one
quit,
you can.
You can?
This one you can't. Because he was like, well, there's an alternative, I think Lexapro or something, but he's like, that one you can't really miss. Like, you,
Right.
as far as I know, this one's a little more, and I'm on a low dose of it. But I will be checking in on how that's going, and I hope talking about this openly, despite it being a tiny bit uncomfortable, will help, you know, other people who might have issues
Yeah. Those
be a little more open to
boner
getting
suckers on the
it
internet.
out there.
Yeah.
But in your case, dude, like the whole like having days where you just can't get anything done,
Come on.
probably not
man.
something you can just solve.
I don't want to
for-
go to a doctor. I hate doctors.
I know. I didn't either, but I'm glad I did. But you know, it is what it is. They're not going to solve all your problems.
Yeah. I've been talking to a friend about it. She's like, yeah, I was gonna, I hadn't left my house for 6 months, so I took SSRIs.
She's got to do something.
Ooh, what?
Not leave for 6
Yeah,
months?
well, she did, and now she's fixed. But I was like, I don't know if I'm really there yet.
Did it help?
Evidently,
Did she?
she's normal now. But I was like,
Well, you shouldn't downplay things just because you're not at the extreme. Like,
I guess,
you know,
dude.
just because
But
you
I'm
don't need to be in a
like,
mental hospital doesn't mean you
fucking,
can't.
I just want a pill that makes me work. I don't feel that fucked up by anything. Like, I don't feel like I'm not having this sleeping problem thing. Like, that's a pretty
Mm-hmm.
concrete problem that you need to fix, that you know
Right.
are working on. And I don't have that. I don't have you know, it's very ethereal. I'm lazy and I don't like I want to be funnier. So it's like, is that can you get a pill that makes you like, hey, I'm fucking getting on the Johnny Carson show tonight? I don't think so. Johnny Carson's fucking dead. So I'm not going on there anyway. And when you think about that, that changes things for me.
Right.
I think he's dead. I'm sure he's dead. He's got to be dead. So I think I'll just keep being retarded on the internet and gay and stupid and making dog shit videos and podcasts for the Coco Melon fan base. I do it for you, Coco Melon fans. I do it so you guys got here something to listen to in between episodes of Coco Melon.
If you guys could leave your favorite Coco Melon episode in the comments.
Please, for the algorithm.
Next episode, we're doing a Coco Melon review.
Yes, we love Coco Melon.
We do have a review video. Well, I don't know if you can call it a review. A sort of reaction video where we watched like weird, goofy YouTube videos of like.
Am I supposed to be?
I haven't started that.
I
think I will. I just haven't started. Okay. If you want, you can.
I don't want to edit anything.
Okay, well, so. Yeah, I can do that.
Been working on. I got the rough cut of the worms, and then it kicked in, and I just went. I don't want to finish it.
Right.
And then I'm working on the rust video right now. So.
Was the worms? You were able to get something out of it?
Just 8 minutes. I mean, you can go on Spoon Kid.
Yeah, because it was only like half an hour.
Yeah, so it should be all right.
Was it pretty funny? He was giggling at those worms.
I just put in all his giggles, and when he said
he was giggling about the worms.
He's like, "Oh man, I got blown up." I thought that was funny, so I just put all that in.
Okay, guys, we have if you don't know what we're talking about, I got a video coming out soon. Dinkbutt has edited it of me and Ski Mask playing Worms.
Oh yeah,
that's got to be like the best collab plus game.
See, Post Malone is on Good Mythical Morning.
I did not see that.
Number 1 on trending or something like that.
What was he doing there? Just talking?
They were eating stuff. I don't know, but I guess they're already quite good friends or something like that. I was like, man,
makes sense. He's really cool.
Yeah, he's like pretty funny.
Down to earth.
Bogmans would tell me how much he loves Post Malone and the album White Iverson. I'm like, dude, come on.
That's not an album.
Or the song White Iverson, whatever album that was on.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, I used to bump that shit in 5th grade. I'm like, what do you mean, like 2 years ago? You're a child. So, yeah, back in the day, man, I used to really bump Post Malone.
The song does go hard.
I like it. I was listening to the car earlier. It was a pretty good song. Either way.
No, but he's great. But like more so than the music. Because I've been watching some like Apex clips. He just streams Apex now. He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah. So cool guy. You want to talk about the franzj meetup?
Oh yeah, I met up with franzj in person. I just dropped him off at the airport this morning, but we spent like 2 days together. He came out from Florida to Arizona to go to a Billie Eilish concert. so Fort Girl wanted to.
Loves Billie Eilish, so it's a big event.
Oh
for
yeah,
him too.
Biggest fan. So Franz has a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. Somehow they started speaking.
Dang.
And the rest was history. The Billie Eilish concert. I mean, at least I didn't have to fly it. Franz took one for the team.
Good for him.
Flew out with his girlfriend to go to a concert he didn't want to go to. So respect to him for that. I mean,
very, very good.
What a selfless move. But we got to hang out. It was pretty hype. I got to meet the man in person, and I will say, I'm pretty sure he says he's 6'3" or something. If he's 6'3", dude, you're 6 foot, because that motherfucker is tall as shit. He's a tall man.
No good.
So
no good.
But anyways,
no
good. I am blanking on everything we did, so I'll just say we went to the concert last night.
Got blasted.
We got blasted. I'm not a huge Billie Eilish fan. I really liked the concert, though. I was like, this is cool. This is impressive. Man. The stage production was crazy. She was like singing herself. She was doing all these cool little dance moves. I was impressed, man. I'm used to going to like grungy rap shows where the guy's like 4 hours late.
Yeah.
It does like 20 minutes and then like screams. She did 2 hours.
Jesus.
Was right on time. I'm like, how the?
She's
I don't
a
know,
working
man.
gal, man. She puts in the effort.
I'm
Can't give a
the
shit for
music's
that.
not exactly for me, but I was really impressed by the whole thing. Franz maybe a little less so. He wasn't as
Yeah,
enthusiastic.
he seems
but
like autistic like me, where he'd just be grumpy the whole time.
he wore this shirt that said in like huge bubbly letters. It said, "I wish anime was." Or no, it said, like, what if anime was in real life or something?
What a fucking idiot, dude.
Just massive. It was the best fit ever.
That's tight, dude. That's tight. Yeah, Franz is funny, dude. I was
and he was like the tallest person there too. He was all like 5-foot girls.
That's upsetting. He better be
and there
6'5",
was like,
dude. He better be.
There was this girl behind him who I kept hearing just getting pissed. Who was with her friend, like, this tall motherfucker, I can't see Billy. And Franz is just Billy. Like, fuck. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
It was great.
Fucking, I was talking to Blaze. I called Blaze the other day. He's like, yeah, I'm going to Arizona for 4 weeks, and then I'm going back to California. And then he says he's like staying there until like the end of the summer. And then he's like, I might move to Albuquerque. Like, and I was like, hey man, I might too, if that's what we're doing. I was like, that might be cool. So
Albuquerque?
Do
you guys fuck with Albuquerque that heavy?
No. I'd rather we go here, but I understand that that's selfish
Well, but if Blazed is mobile.
Right. But, I don't know. I don't want to, because it's like I would rather go in on a lease or something like that so we don't have to worry about it. And he just stays somewhere for a year. But he seems to want to go to places for like 4 months or like even less than that. Like he's staying in Arizona for 4 weeks. So,
yeah.
I don't really get that.
He's a nomad.
I don't understand how he does that, but whatever. He must have like 2 items. What does he do for a desk? Like that's what I don't understand. He's somewhere right now. What is his desk?
I think he has a folding desk because he just transports it in his car.
Chair? Like what is he doing for chair? I don't understand how he does that.
Loads up. Yeah, I don't know either. But he came.
He just has a sedan, right? He has like the same size car as me, right? I can't remember.
I think it's like a hatchback, but it's like small. I can't really remember. It's a Subaru. Because I remember he showed me one time, he opened the back and like you could see the seats down, but it's also not a big car.
So he's got some room in there.
But he made it work. I mean, he is the transporter of goods.
The Transporter. That's a movie with Jason Statham.
That is a good movie.
Yes. So there may be a Blaze movement. We'll see. Might be fun.
I think if we do another trip with us 3, we got to bring Franz.
I agree. I agree as well. That sounds fun.
I think he would add a fun element.
This is like the new streamer era. The 4 retarded people. We are 4.
We are literally the 4
retarded
most
people.
just goober ass streamers, dude.
They're not even streamers. It's just.
It just
4
dude,
retarded guys.
humans. That's big though. That's big.
Might be big. We'll see. Neither of us like to stick to plans, so we'll see what happens. But
yeah.
I've called him out now.
But by the way,
he has to know.
For what?
No,
wait, who?
I called out Blaze, and now he can't be like, I never said that. So,
yeah, right.
So,
funny thing about Franz is like his planning was so funny leading up to him coming. Like, I think I texted him the day before. I was like, "Are you still coming?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, what time?" It's like 7.
7.
It's like, okay, we can hang out. It's like, okay.
What a silly goofy guy.
Like he fucking, like there was just no plan. Like I just DM'd him on Twitter like 3 times and he's here. And like I didn't even know what's going on.
The girl
he had 0.
He didn't have to plan
I guess
anything.
maybe they handled most of the planning. That seems like probably
I need a bitch
but
to
it's
plan
just
my
on my
shit for
end.
me,
It
dude.
was
I can't
like
do it.
right.
Pretty gay, dude.
Yeah. No, it was just funny. I didn't know what was going on. I just showed up.
Good for him, man.
But it was fun.
That's the life.
It was fun. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, we got to go do more stuff soon. I haven't left my house. I left my house to get coffee today, and that was the first time I'd seen the sunlight. So that was hard. It was so hard for me, really. It's tough. Going outside.
Dude, you can start going to the gym during the day. It just, I know you hate the idea of it, but you get some sunlight, go out there, you get some
don't
lunch
like
after.
The people. I don't want to be near them.
But dude, you fuck it, dude. I mean, they're good people to be around.
I'm sure they are. I have
You know?
a bad time. When I'm at the gym and there's fucking 6 people there, I'm like, I don't want to be here. It kills my workout. I go home. I literally can't do it. I'm like, this sucks. It's not an anxiety thing. I just hate it. I don't like it. People are on there's 5 treadmills. People are on 2 of them. I have to.
But I feel like if you stuck it through like 2 or 3 of those, you'd be like, okay, it's not that bad. Because I remember the first time I was like, I don't even want to go. But now I don't give a fuck, dude. As long as I can still do my workout. I think if you just force yourself to, you'll be like, it's not that bad.
I don't think I can stick with anything if I force myself to do it. The reason I went to the gym for 10 months straight is because I enjoyed it. Pure enjoyment. It was not a thing to do for myself. I had to do it like I had to beat off. It was fun. So if anything got in the way of that, like it is right now, I will never go again. So I'm trying to be clever about it and not torture myself. Because if I torture myself and give myself a negative impression of the gym, I will stop going entirely. So
you got a backyard, right?
yeah, small backyard.
Why don't you just get like a fucking bench and a set of dumbbells?
Because I don't want to move it. I have to move every year. And I don't want to fucking move it. I already have to move
like
a
2
couch.
things. It's a bench you fold up. The dumbbells you just fucking.
I don't want it. Moving
you can
sucks.
But you can get one of those dumbbells where it's just one dumbbell and you just set the weight in it. That's
Stubborn.
it. It's like 2 pieces of equipment. Oh my
I've
god,
got
dude.
so much body weight that I can use it as a thing. If I need to bench, I can do push-ups. No,
It's true, but you can only hit a few muscle groups, especially with zero
I
equipment.
got the gym membership. It's working. I don't need another solution because what I have is working. I just don't want to go. So if I had a thing in the backyard, I'd go, I don't want to do it because.
Well, I just figured it was because of the people, but yeah, if you're not going,
Well, it's not January anymore, so nobody's fucking there. Everybody gave up. So, you know, the people who wear like their church T-shirts and go together to the gym are not there anymore because they're pathetic and they give up on a whim, just like me. So, but I'll be back.
Some real self-awareness here today.
Dude, I'm
That's
the
kind of
self-awareness
jarring.
master. Truly, I am the most self-aware person on this planet.
All right, we gotta perk up, dude. We gotta
I saw this
say something.
fucking tweet today. It had 1.4 million likes. Try and formulate the
Okay.
most simple emotional statement you can manage, and we'll see if it compares to the fucking retardation
Okay,
of this tweet.
can you just give me like a tiny hint? Nothing that gives anything
Don't be
away.
depressed, or being depressed sucks. That's the to try and work off that. Try and find the
Okay.
simplest statement you can find to get you 1.4 million likes on Twitter.
That would get 1 point. Okay.
You can't even think this stupid.
Spent 5 hours in bed today. I don't know. Like, it's got to be something dumb.
I don't know the exact wording. Being happy is not the same as not being depressed. 1.4 million likes.
Wait, hold on. Let me just. Can you say that one more
Being
time? I
happy
feel like I didn't
is
get that.
not the same as not being depressed. 1.4 million.
Who's liking that?
That's what I'm fucking saying, dude.
How did that come up on your feed, dude? Who liked that?
3 people had liked it. 3 people I follow liked it. 3.
Who were the 3?
Can't call them out, but
Name drop them right now.
I can't. I can't. They're not.
Was it like-
one of them was a
was it like
streamer, but I can't
people?
remember which. 2 of them were just like people. Sickening. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know the most liked tweet in history? You know what that is?
What?
When Chadwick Boseman died, his account put out a tweet in memoriam. 7.5 million likes. So the most prolific actor death of the past 20 years earns you only about 5 times?
5 times
What
as much
tweeting
as
out
that.
that one fucking sentence, the most brain dead fucking it made me enraged. I wanted to punch a fucking hole in my phone. It's so sickening what these fucking bots of people will like. It's like, what the fuck is the man?
Well,
You
hold
can't
on a minute.
think
Hold
that
on.
own thought in your head and go, that's too fucking stupid for me to tweet. Everybody
But
fucking knows
listen
that.
to me. Listen to me.
Motherfuckers,
I
dude.
know you're angry,
It's so sickening.
but let's approach this way. What if that tweet, now hear me out. It's going to make you very mad when I say this.
Fuck you.
All right? Hear me out.
Fuck you, man.
What if people saw that tweet and felt vindicated or felt, like they got something out of
It
that?
means they're so fucking stupid. They couldn't have thought that.
But is that a problem? But okay,
They're
I'm
dumb.
not saying that. But what if it helps somebody?
We're laughing at you because you're too fucking dumb to think a fucking thought. You gotta have a fucking tweet thinking for you. You dumb piece of shit. You fucking moron. Fucking idiot. Dude, I'm gonna fucking blow a gasket on this fucking stream right now. Chadwick Boseman fucking died, dude. He had to die for 7.5 million. This fucking NBA retard from fucking Los Angeles, this dumb little beard. I diet. You're fucking so stupid. And you have linked in with all the other stupid fucking hive drone bot people that exist in this fucking world, in LA County, in fucking Seattle. You've connected with all these fucking morons that have the fucking
Cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
one track
Sorry, I
mind,
do that.
no fucking inner monologue whatsoever, cannot formulate a fucking thought or sentence.
Okay, wait, hold
to
on, dude.
save their. I'm not fucking done. To save their fucking life. Their fucking life is on the line. The best they can go is, I'm happy sometimes, but sad others. It's the most fucking sickening death of thought in this country. I mean, we're so fucking done, dude. We are so fucking done if that's the best we can fucking do. We're fucked. People watch fucking Marvel movies. You know what, guys? I think being evil is bad. I think being happy is good. You are so fucking stupid you should die. It's sickening. Fuck you. I spit on you. Dumb whore. Fuck, dude. It's so fucking so upsetting. I've never been as mad about a tweet as I have about that one. And fuck them, dude. All right. And with that,
Dude, I don't even.
Yeah.
You just dropped the nuke. I missed like the first half, so I don't even. That was all about the tweet.
that was all about the tweet. You'll get to listen to that legendary explosion back when we released this podcast.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I was bottling that, dude.
What is going on?
It was
We gotta
bottled.
talk after this podcast?
No, I think I got it off my chest. I think we can go back talking about Coco Melon now. They dropped that new counting song. You hear about that one?
Yeah.
Rules.
That one
dude.
that goes backwards.
Yes, dude. You couldn't
hadn't heard
believe
that
it.
one.
He hit the second verse.
Yep.
10, 9, 8.
Can you believe 11
7?
comes after 12?
Fucked up, dude. That's fucked up.
Holy shit, dude.
That's
I
a
never
plot
thought
twist.
about that.
That was really a plot twist, dude. Sickening. I watch Marvel too. I mean, I'm gonna watch Marvel tonight. New episode of Marvel coming out tonight. I'm gonna feel so fucking dumb afterwards. I'm gonna go read Trotsky or something to just make myself feel less stupid. I'm gonna go read a Herman Melville novel and try not to think about the fucking sickening brain rot, the parasite that I've let into my head through my ears and my eyes watching Moon Knight. Oh, guys, it's the new superhero. He's powered up. He's powered up. You are so stupid. You are so stupid. Read anything.
Since when are you the beacon of
I'm so
genius,
intelligent.
dude?
I'm so
What is with
intelligent
you tonight,
and
man?
self-aware.
You peasants. I'm gonna go watch you play Lego Star Wars, dude. Get the
I
fuck
fucking
out
love
of
Lego
here.
Star Wars, dude. That game fucking rules. I don't want to hear anything of that game.
I'm not
It's so
saying
good.
it doesn't, but where is this elitist dinkbot coming from?
Hey, man.
Fucking
We all have our camps.
PhD over here.
And we all have our camps. Going to college doesn't make you smart. Fucking dumb motherfuckers.
It's ripping the jewel right now for the viewer.
It's
the listener.
a stress reliever, dude. I'm so upset.
That was crazy.
Yeah. And we can't let the beast be released like that. You ever hear that song?
It's good.
Release by Breakwater. What is that? It's the song that Robot Rock is sampled off of. Folks,
I haven't heard the original.
Go ahead and listen to the. Just type in Robot Rock sample.
Right.
And just go ahead and let your eyes be open to the sampling of that song, which is basically nothing. In fact, basically is too strong of a word. They did nothing to that song. They just took it. As much as I respect Daft Punk, they just stole that song. I just thought I'd bring that one up real quick. Truth bomb for you. Truth bomb. Truth bomb, folks. This is the Truth Bomb podcast.
I really like that song. I thought they made that.
It's a great song, don't get me wrong, but they stole it. So, anyway, I think about wrap things up on the Coco Melon podcast. Haven't let you speak for about 20 minutes.
That took a lot. Just listening to that was just
yeah.
It's a lot, so.
Yeah. Oh my God, Dinkbot, you're crazy. I'm so sick of this.
I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm not saying that.
Not you. I'm so sick of this public perception of Dinkbot is like so he's gonna kill himself. People on the podcast or people in like Blaze chat always have like new names for me. I'm like, what the? You don't fucking know me. You fucking bozo watching Rush streamers all day. You don't fucking know me. You simpleton.
That's like the price you pay to be like a public figure.
I mean, but I just want him to know I don't feel good about it.
I mean, like, dude, I get so much like stupid bullshit. Like, Spoon Kid, he's so bad at Rust, right? He's what do they say? What is it? Can you say hi there, mister?
Yeah, that's so cool, dude.
It's like, you know what? But I guess it's the price I have to pay.
You're more of an adult than me, man. I'm not paying that price sitting down.
I'm not trying to sit on my high horse. I'm just saying, you know, they're fans, but, you know, not everyone's going to have, like, the well-articulated comment to appease Dinkbot. Like,
should.
You know,
fandom is
they're
gross,
acknowledging
dude.
that they know you.
Fans. I want a person who pays my bills and shuts the fuck up. I don't want to hear anything out of your dumb ass.
You gotta go to that psychiatrist.
I'm
dude.
just playing. Guys.
You gotta show them this
dude,
podcast.
What is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me, dude. I'm perfect.
The manic screaming. I'm fine.
What? What, dude? No, I won't. I'll just die like this. From some... Yeah, I'll die in a car accident, probably.
Right.
I think I'll be one of those guys who dies real young on accident.
Don't say that.
I think it'll be funny. Dude.
Really?
I mean, it'll be like...
I would cry.
He died like he lived, wasn't wearing a seatbelt. That guy never listened to rules. They pour one out at my funeral. I'll be like, fucking A, boys.
What if you die falling on your head wearing a helmet off your skateboard?
Dude, I'll be playing rock metal music in heaven. All right?
Yeah.
I'll be shredding on that shit. Everybody will know. They hear metal music from the sky. That's him, man. That's him. He's shredding out. Yeah, brother. Live for me. Honor my memory. keep getting mad about tweets, guys. Live like me. Anyway, I'm trying to wrap this up. I'm running out of juice here. And
I understand. I've been out.
I'm running out. I'm holding up the vape to the camera. I've been running out of juice. I've also been running out of funny things to say.
Hey, there you go.
Woo! Fuck you.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoy this podcast. I can't wait to listen to that back because I spaced out.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that one. All right, wrap this up.
We're out of here.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.